2 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you. Can everyone hear me? Now, I don't know if I should be looking at Katie and Randall and with my back to the wall or my back to them, so I might do some of this. So bear with me. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful day. A day like today has me thinking about the past, the present, and the future. I remember when my wife Pat was pregnant with Katie, everyone thought she was going to be a boy. Everyone thought she was going to be a boy. And back then they had the tests that you could take, the technology, but if it wasn't here, I'm sorry, I'm in insurance. If it wasn't medically necessary, it wasn't covered by insurance. So we didn't have it done, we did it the old-fashioned way. And all the women in our lives were doing all the midwives testing, all the old wives' tales testing with the pencils and all this other stuff, and everything pointed Katie was going to be a boy. And that distressed me a little bit, and my dad took me on the side and goes, "What's wrong? I got a boy, I got Paul, 2 years old." He goes, "Don't worry about it. It'll work its way out." So we fast forward through the pregnancy, and my wife's in labor, and everything's going well, progressing well, and we hear a cry. And the doctor says, "Congratulations, you have a beautiful baby daughter." And my wife and I couldn't have been happier. And now, it's amazing, some 20-some years later, I won't say how many, because I probably get it wrong. The doctor was still right. Have you ever seen such a beautiful bride? Now, over the years, we all have our fond memories of our kids, and I've got thousands of them with Katie. So some of them that jump up to mind are one-on-one discussions where we have a fire in the backyard, and it was kind of interesting because Mom wasn't there. Katie and I just talking, and I'm going to miss those. They become less and less frequent as she got older because she got busy, and I was still out there. But I'm looking forward to continuing those. Occasionally, who knows, going forward. Or walking through the house and my wife Pat and Katie watching Bridezillas and dress the bride, I don't know. But I must admit, I did watch a few of the Project Runaways and some of those because I wanted to be part of them, So, but one of my finest memories, and I gotta watch her face when I say this, is a lot of people don't realize that Katie loves to sing. Now, my sister-in-law Laura knows how much Katie loves to sing, but a lot of you don't, and because most of her singing was done in the shower. She'd go in there, turn the radio on, and turn on the shower. And so she'd get in there, and now, of course, she had to sing louder than the noise in the room, so you could hear her throughout the house. In fact, in the summertime, when the windows were open, the neighbors could hear her. They didn't complain, but my wife and I would look at each other and smile, and we'd just be happy. Because Katie was happy, she was enjoying life, and what more can you ask, for a child? Enjoying life and being happy. And it had nothing to do with her singing ability, nothing at all. She got those genes from my wife, and that's all I'm going to say. So we fast forward, that's the past. Present, today, what a beautiful ceremony today. Couldn't have been nicer. And it's interesting because Pat and Katie had probably talked about this day ever since Katie got her first Barbie doll. And it's interesting, I've got these cards here which have a few notes on it. And today I changed it a little bit because I had driven and brought them some coffee when they had their hair done. And on the way there, I heard a song. And it was like, wow, that reminds me of Katie and Randall. And then driving home, I heard the same song on a different station. And it's, I've waited all my life for this moment. And I thought it was so apropos because Katie and Pat have been planning this wedding forever. Now, as a father father of a daughter, let's be honest, how often do you think about it? I really didn't think about it. As she was growing older and she was dating some guys, I didn't think about her getting married. And it wasn't until in November when Randall had called me, I was out with my friends, and he asked if he could meet with me to talk. Different. Unexpected. So we met, and that's when he asked for permission to marry Katie. And of course, New York admitted, I said yes, because I could see how happy they were and in love they were. So the engagement months flew through, planning and all this, and again, as a father, not a lot of input. I wasn't asked for, and I didn't want to give it. They were doing fine. But it wasn't until about 5 weeks ago when I met somebody new, someone brand new, and he asked me, so, are you ready to give Katie up? And there was a pregnant pause. And I said, I never thought of it. I never thought about giving you up. I see how happy you are, how much in love you are. A great chart, Randall, same thing. And I said, I didn't see us giving Katie up. I saw us dating another son. So back in November, when you had asked for permission to marry Katie, I don't know if you remember what I said. Probably. You guys are genius. Come on, you remember that. But I said, welcome to the family. And that's still the whole story. So Randall, welcome to the family. Okay, 2 minutes. I know, I'm almost done. Okay, we talked about the past, we talked about the present, what about the future? Well, Katie's and Randall's future starts today. Where's it going to go? I don't know. We don't know. If I had a crystal ball, I'd tell them. But I do know that it's going to be a great ride. And so if everyone would please raise their glass and join me in a toast. Katie and Randall, may you have a long and happy life together, full of love, happiness, and quite honestly, a few grandchildren will make my wife really happy. Cheers. Cheers.
Yes, well.